Platteland is in Mamelodi today, and we are doing quite a few things. We are fixing potholes, that's what's happening right now. We're going to see how we help the small-scale farmers, trying to train small-scale farmers in growing their own vegetables. And then on top of that, we are playing soccer. We're going to lose a little bit. That's part of humility, and part of being an Afrikaner is not winning in soccer. And we're going to braai, and basically we just want to get people from the suburbs and people from the township. We want to get white and black people mixing together.
People from two different backgrounds, white and blacks, coming together and seeing the problem, and instead of complaining and blaming, but they do something together and they work together.
My main motivation is just to have fun, and everyone takes a turn to do different things and we work together.
This organization is just about to make the whole community better. As communities, if we stand together, irrespective of our color, of our skins, and where we're coming from, there's a great difference that can be made.
So I think it helps bring people together that otherwise would not get to play together. I think it's a very good initiative.
For me today, the whole idea is to do this, but it should never stop here. I don't want to become a facilitator or middleman, so I'm looking forward to that. Just a build up and building a foundation of friendship.
We played soccer, we tried, we fixed some potholes, but the main idea is to make friends. We always think that we have to be scared of diversity, that we'll lose when we get different people together, but we'll always gain. The experience is the reward. So that gives us motivation for next time, just to do that little bit of effort.
We want to get white and black people mixing together, and we want to live a story of reconciliation, but not just talking, not just hugging each other, not in a sentimental way, but in doing very real things.
Okay, I want to apologize on behalf of Landbouweekblad that I am speaking at this hour. I've got a friend who says in Australia everything works but nothing matters. In South Africa nothing works but everything matters. Now that rings true. I think we've heard the lives of meaning, people's lives that are just dripping with meaning in this room during the course of this long day. Now, when I think of immigration, and we've got lots of friends, lots of family who are immigrating or who have immigrated, when I hear their motivations for immigration, I often hear security reasons, and that's legitimate, a better lifestyle, doing it for their kids, etc. But the one thing that I've never heard from anybody when they give me their reasons for why they are immigrating is, I am moving to Canada because I think I can make a difference there. Or I'm moving to Australia because I think I can make a bigger impact there. I've never heard that ever in my life. In South Africa, we don't have electricity, we don't have great roads, but the one thing that we have in South Africa in bucket loads is meaning, purpose. This is the place where you need to stay if you want to intentionally live a purposeful life. And we've heard a lot about projects. I think we've got project fatigue at the moment. So let me just share one or two stories. So in terms of living a meaningful life, I am the product of many stories. When I was 12 years old, I was playing club cricket in Newcastle, KZN. And in my house, we didn't have a racial animosity towards black people necessarily, but we definitely had it towards the English and Indians. So in my house, Zulus were welcome, English and Indians less so. There was this racist joke that ran in our house that if you're Afrikaans and you learn how to count, it's 1, 2, 3. If you're English, it's 1, 2, 3. But if you're Indian, it's 199, 299, 399. Now, I'm playing cricket, and the manager of this club is an Indian man, Mr. Francis. And in my first game, I ran out, I slipped in the middle of the pitch, and that's that. And at the next practice, Mr. Francis, this Indian man, this wheeler and dealer, he calls me aside and he takes me to his car and he's very apologetic. He says, Johan, I'm so sorry, I don't want to impose, sorry for intruding, forgive me, but when I saw you slip the other day, I bought these spikes for you, please accept them, I'm so sorry. And here is this this Indian man just breaking down my presuppositions that I had about him. And that's the wonder of South Africa, is that we get to break presuppositions all the time. In Tembisa, a township there in Midrand, we're involved with a tutoring program, and this is long ago. And I appointed a black lady to sort of facilitate that project, but she was, what you would call a cheese boy or a cheese girl. She was sort of upper class, and she didn't necessarily manage them to their liking. So they call me, and there's this mob of kids, and they say, Johan, we need to talk. I say, yeah, what's wrong? And they say, no, let's call this lady Malebo, because that was her name. We don't, it still is. We don't like the way she talks to us. She's arrogant. She thinks she's better than us. We don't like it. She has a white heart. She has a white heart. You say, a white heart? Yeah. She's arrogant. She speaks down to us. She's patronizing. We don't like her. She has a white heart. I'm saying, whoa. Do I have a white heart? No. You've got a black heart. And next to me is Willem. Willem Venter is 2 meters tall. He's this ginger guy. I mean, if ever there's a picture of the RV beer, it's Willem. He's standing next to me. I say, what about Willem? He says, no, Willem also has a black heart. It's only Malebo with the white heart. And there I realized that in South Africa, I get the opportunity every day to show people that I have a black heart. And that's really exciting. Sometimes I mess it up. Sometimes I just reinforce the prejudice that they already have. But again, these are some of the opportunities we have. Beter Einders, we do lots of stupid things. So we take our black friends to go watch a Bulls rugby game at Loftus, sort of this holy sanctum of the Afrikaners, so that they can understand us better. And then likewise, we would do the same in reverse. We would take a bunch of white people to a Mamelodi Sundowns game. And end of last year, we've got like 100 Afrikaners walking very sheepishly and nervously into Loftus as they watch this Mamelodi Sundowns game. And you're guaranteed to be on television. It's a good idea, actually. So we sit there, and these Sundowns fans are just so happy to see us. They're just so excited. And as these white people are we going to survive this? They sit there. And you know what? There's one Sundowns fan, he walks past and he says, hey, you keep the land, you can 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 all keep the land. And the beauty of that is that you dismantle some of this racial animosity just by virtue of making an effort, in the same way, as patronizing as it is, that if I see a black guy wearing a Springbok jersey or a Bulls jersey, I want to drink a beer with that guy. Now, just imagine how much more it is in reverse. So we've got lots of these stories. Can I give you another story? Sorry. 2022, Heritage Day. Beter Einders, we've got quirky ideas. So Heritage Day, we all dress up. Again, we're in Tembisa. So I dress up according to my culture, khaki, much like some of you guys in the back. But I do my utmost best to look politically incorrect, and there I am in Tembisa. And what we do is we take a bunch of our white friends together, and we would play Kurt Darren and show them how we socky. So imagine in this township of 1 million black people, you've got Kurt Darrens playing over the speakers, and white people teaching black people how to socky, and then the reverse as well, which the gumbo dancing and the kwaito and everything. And we play soccer, and there I have a heart attack. As a matter of fact, I have 4 heart attacks. It turns out I don't have a white heart or a black heart, just a bad heart. And here they are racing me to the Tembisa hospital. And there I am, looking like the Boere Kumandu or something, in this township hospital, as this young black female doctor is resuscitating me there on the in theater. And my chances for survival was like almost none. And this young, I think she's 26-year-old black doctor saved my life. At that point, they are airlifting me to a place where there's a cardiologist. On the other side, there's this black cardiologist who saves my life. All the way, presuppositions that I didn't even think I had are being shattered by black excellence. I shouldn't survive, but I shouldn't have survived. But the reason I'm here is because there were really talented black people black medical professionals at my disposal. Again, ideas and perceptions shattered. We love to fix potholes at Beter, and there's Doc, who you're going to hear tomorrow. We fixed a lot of potholes together, and people are always perplexed when they drive past us, and they say, are you AfriForum? Say, no. Are you DA? No. Who are you? This is Doc, and I'm Johan. And they can't really make sense of black and white friends just fixing potholes together, because we can fix the Platteland, we can fix the cities, but we can do it in a very bitter way, in a very as theologians would say, in a very FU way. And I don't think that is necessarily the way to go. We need to show a story of reconciliation. I'm going to try and close. Let me just say that we will mediate racial tension where it exists in schools and other places as well. But I think one of the things that really gets me is, when I was young, we used to sing the stem. Okay, I know some people still do. But we used to sing the stem, and at the end it says, ons sal lewe, ons sal sterwe, ons vir jou Suid-Afrika. And we all got tears in our eyes, and yes, we would cry, hold this person next to us. Like, yeah, no, I'm feeling it. And now that things are a little bit tough, everybody is going away. Ons sal lewe, ons sal sterwe, ons is in Australia. Everybody is just running away at a rapid rate. And I want to again enforce this idea, or just reiterate it, that people are asking the question, should we stay or should we go? The question is not whether you should stay. The question is how you should stay. And the stories that we heard today are examples of how people should stay. I think the thing that we need to sell in South Africa is meaning. This is a place where you can have an impactful, meaningful life. And that's why I choose South Africa, and why we as an organization, Beter Einders, will fight for South Africa to the bitter end, one interracial friendship at a time. And if you leave, that's fine, but you don't get to support the Springboks. Cheers.